For 100 years, the story of cosmology has been written in a single ink: gravity. We see the universe as an arena of giant masses pulling each other inside an endless void. But when we started looking farther, cracks appeared in the story. Galaxies rotated too fast, cosmic structures looked too organized, and gravity alone simply didn't manage to hold everything together. To save the model, science invented dark matter, an invisible mass that keeps galaxies bound. But what if the solution doesn't require a mysterious new substance? What if we are simply ignoring the fact that the universe is not only a playground of gravity, but an enormous electromagnetic network? In this episode, we're going to understand how every object in the universe, from planets to grains of dust, acts as a conductor inside a cosmic electrical circuit, and how Birkeland currents are the glue that connects everything into one network, possibly eliminating the need for dark matter. Part 1. The myth of the void and the birth of conductivity. Before we understand the network, we need to destroy the concept of empty space. In school, we are taught that space is a perfect vacuum. If that were true, electricity really couldn't flow through it. But reality is different. Interstellar and intergalactic space is full of free ions, atoms that gained or lost electrons; charged cosmic dust, tiny material particles carrying static electric charge; ionized molecules, gases that became conductive due to starlight and radiation. The critical point: we're not talking only about plasma in the narrow sense of hot stellar gas. We're talking about anything that can conduct. The moment charged particles exist, space becomes a conductive medium. This turns the universe from a cemetery of matter into something much closer to the motherboard of a giant cosmic computer. Part 2. Birkeland currents, the universe's power cables. If the universe is an electrical circuit, where are the wires? This is where Christian Birkeland comes in, a scientist who, over 100 years ago, predicted what satellites confirmed only recently. Birkeland currents are massive electrical currents that flow along magnetic field lines. They are not random. They have an amazing physical property. They tend to twist around each other in braided filament structures. These currents are the highways of energy in the universe. They connect galaxies. They funnel energy from galaxy clusters into galactic cores. They create the filament structure of the universe we see in the deepest James Webb images. When a Birkeland current passes through a region containing dust and gas, it doesn't just transfer electricity, it organizes matter. The magnetic forces surrounding the current pull matter inward in a process called Z-pinch. This may be the mechanism that forms stars. Not only slow gravitational collapse, but rapid, powerful electrical and magnetic compression. Part 3. Jupiter and Io, the living laboratory. To see this isn't just a nice story, let's look at Jupiter and its moon, Io. Here we see this mechanism happening right before our eyes. Jupiter is an extreme electromagnetic environment. Io releases volcanic material that instantly becomes ionized. Io moves rapidly inside Jupiter's magnetic field. According to physics, Faraday's law, a conductor moving through a magnetic field generates electric current. The result is a flux tube, a Birkeland current connecting Io and Jupiter. Current strength, about 3 million amps. Voltage, about 400,000 volts. Effect, it creates hotspots in Jupiter's poles, electrical auroras, and influences Io's orbit and dynamics. This is hard proof. Celestial bodies can be physically connected by electric currents that affect their motion. Now take this model and scale it up by 1 billion. Part 4. The gravity web and the electromagnetic bridge. Here we hit the core of the argument. The standard model says, gravity is everything. The extreme electromagnetic model says, electricity is everything. The truth may live in the connection between them. Imagine the galaxy as a three-dimensional spider web. Gravity web. Every star curves space-time. Close stars pull each other. That creates the basic structure. But gravity weakens quickly with distance. In the galaxy's edges, central gravity is too weak to hold fast-moving stars. The missing link. This is where the electromagnetic network joins in. Birkeland currents and galactic magnetic fields act across much longer ranges. They create structural tension that supports gravity. Why might we not need dark matter? Dark matter was invented because we needed a force to hold galaxies together. But if a galaxy is a charged body connected through currents, magnetic forces, Lorentz forces, act on stars and gas. These forces can supply the grip we thought was missing. Instead of saying there's unseen mass, we say there is a known force, electromagnetism, that we simply didn't include in our cosmic equations. The galaxy maintains its structure because every object is connected to its neighbors in a dual chain: gravitational attraction and electromagnetic coupling. Part 5. The galactic center, the power station. In the classical model, the galactic center is a black hole, a pit that only swallows. In the network model, the center is the main pole of the circuit. We see enormous jets shooting from galactic centers for millions of light years. These are Birkeland currents on cosmic scales. The galactic center acts as a giant transformer, concentrating energy from the intergalactic network and distributing it into the galaxy. Stars don't just fall inward because of gravity. They are part of a flow. Every star is like a tiny bulb wired into the main circuit. The spiral structure of galaxies is visual evidence of this flow, the natural pattern formed when electric current flows in a rotating magnetic field. Part 6. The quiet field and the awakening universe. One of the most fascinating things about this network is what happens in the supposedly empty parts of space. Imagine this region as a static field. As long as there is no conductive material, the field is only potential. It is quiet. But the universe is dynamic. When an intergalactic cloud or filament passes through, the static field locks onto it. Current begins to flow, magnetic fields tighten, and suddenly an empty region becomes a star factory. This explains why galaxies form along thin cosmic strings. These are not just gravity lines, they are cosmic power lines awakened into activity. Summary: the universe as a connected organism. The picture that emerges is not of a cold, lonely universe controlled by sterile dark matter, but of a living, connected universe. To truly understand it, we don't need to look only at the stars. We can look at ourselves. The human body works the same way. Gravity is the skeleton, the stable framework that gives us shape. Electromagnetism is the nervous system. Without electrical pulses traveling through conductive pathways, the skeleton would just be a pile of bones. The nervous system sends commands, synchronizes parts, and lets everything work as one. Just like your brain sends a tiny electrical signal to move your toe, Birkeland currents and magnetic fields connect the galactic brain to the stars at its edges. The universe, like the body, is a system of conductivity. We don't have to erase dark matter completely to see that our current picture is incomplete. Once we stop seeing the universe as falling rocks and start seeing it as a network of conductors and currents, everything suddenly fits. The universe isn't dark. It is connected in ways we're only now starting to measure. So next time you look at the sky, don't just see points of light in a black void. Try to imagine the invisible threads, the Birkeland currents flowing between us and the stars, the giant network that makes every atom part of one enormous, living, infinite circuit.